I'm like a airplane. I got the red and green, or a boat.
What do you mean red and green?
You know how on the sides of planes you got the red light and the green
Oh,
light?
yeah.
Same with the boat.
Yeah, so they got the port side and then the whatever the hell the other side's name.
Yeah, today I think I'm going to be emo for the podcast.
You think so?
Yeah.
This is the depression. You can't be depressed. It's episode 40.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'll
Yeah, there's a
cancel
lot
that.
going on.
We'll just treat that. There we go. Yeah, there is a lot going on. You got a lot of things.
Yeah, I got a lot of things. I got at least 2 things to talk about.
He's been preparing things, and
for at least 5 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't want
cool.
the people to
suffer.
Yeah, I mean, like they haven't suffered for 39 episodes so far.
They're like, man, what if 40's the good one?
Yeah, what if these guys actually get their shit together at 40 and they have something planned?
Well, here's your reward.
Yeah, here it is for all of you, and it's only gonna pay off if you watched everything up until now, because we're gonna just reference all 39 episodes of previous podcasts.
Let's start with
Bobby. The almond plants. No, not really.
No, I thought we were gonna start at 1. We're starting at 39.
Yeah, at 1. Did you bring your welcome mat for 1?
Yeah, well, you got to bring the welcome mat. What was 2? I don't even.
Pushing walls, maybe.
Yeah, that was around there.
Yeah, we did some other stuff around there. The tantric stuff. That was when I was reading the tantric books.
That was like the first 4 episodes, I think.
Yeah. What else did we do?
So gold. All right, continue.
Yeah, fuck it. So we're gonna do a game review.
Yeah.
This is a game that Sam hasn't played, but I've been playing for one day.
Look at that.
But Sam's in it, so I just want you to
I'm in
know.
the game.
Yeah. So this is an idle game, and my biggest problem with this idle game is that it's an idle game. So, like, you don't.
Kirk died again, dude.
Yeah, Kirk keeps dying. He's pretty bad at this game. So the essential loop of the game is that you hire like these guys, and then you can kit them out, and then you send them on missions, and each mission is just a linear progression to higher and higher and higher, and then you get like rewards for each of these missions, okay? But the problem with the whole game is that it is incredibly linear. Like, to the point where even the upgrades here, like, it looks like I have a lot of choices, right? Like, it looks like I got like 10, 11 choices that I can choose to upgrade each of these potential things. But really, in reality, you can only upgrade like each of these things in a linear fashion. Like, you have to get Scrapper rank to X before you can update this. It doesn't tell you that, but like the materials required only scale linearly. So you essentially, like, I couldn't be like, hey, I want to rush mining up and neglect my forest. I can't do that. Yeah. I have to specifically like get mining, then I gotta get forest rank 3, then I gotta get farm rank 3. Then I gotta do like a bunch more missions. I gotta do mining rank 4, forest rank 4, farm rank 4. It like sucks because I'm like, dude, there's so many options here.
Yeah.
Like, what if I wanted to like bum rush like Alchemist Hut or something? Like, I don't know. There's not that much variation for it, and that kind of sucks. And then as for equipping items, like to your characters, you're like, okay, so your character's got a whole host of like item slots, right? But the items that you equip don't really have. I mean, it doesn't seem like they have any bonuses or anything. You're basically always just upgrading. Like, if you look at the bottom there.
Bigger number.
Yeah, whatever the bigger number is. And that's fucking boring.
I want to thank you personally for kitting me out before your other characters.
Dude, you are the most kid out character right now.
I see that.
You're my toughest guy.
You should give me whatever that gun is.
Yeah, see, so right now you have a bunch of passive abilities that aren't related to ranged. Which I can sense. Like. The cool thing is that the characters, you have 3 skills. 2 of them are auto, and 1 is just your main attack. And you can, over the course of time, like unlock more skills and put them into the desired place. And then you can create loadouts for the characters, like different loadouts for each one, depending on what mission you're taking. But it doesn't seem like there's any fucking point. Like, you're basically just... Like, you're basically like, oh, I'm just going to get the strongest gear and then fight. It doesn't really matter what the enemies are weak to. Like, who cares if they're ice monsters and I'm using fire gear? It doesn't matter.
What if it's like oh, God, what's the mobile game we used to play that I can't remember? Puzzles and Dragons, where, like, Okay, the main story just sucks. You just skip that. Go to the bonus content, and there's like real stuff going on there.
Yeah, I don't know, because obviously there's a lot of locked things down here.
Yeah, and
And
then
there's a lot more game for me to play, but I just didn't like how initially there was this linearity.
yeah, I
That bothered
died.
me.
Sam death.
Dude, Sam died in the podcast. All right, now you gotta die IRL.
All right, I'll
As
see you
above,
later.
so below. Sam out. It's just me for the rest of the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, just phase. Yeah, so that's just that. I have nothing else to say. I just,
Excellent.
where am I going?
Oh yeah, you're going here.
Do I want to go there yet?
I don't know.
No, you got to talk about something first.
Hello.
And then we're going to do other content.
I don't have much to talk about.
What are you talking about? You brought a whole fucking text document last time of
Oh
stuff.
yeah. No, I tried to think of things the entire weeks that it's been weeks or week. It's only been a week? It's been 2 weeks.
I think it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, literally nothing has happened in my life. I helped my dad build a shed.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's pretty cool.
Yeah, was it a shed for his house? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
and he likes to build things big, and like future proof them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. I don't think it matters.
I don't know if it does, but
I'm just gonna.
We'll
So it's
see.
gonna tip
I'll
forward.
fix it in post.
Yeah. Just edit that constantly to be in the right spot. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'll just 3D position it that way.
Just track my body.
Yeah, easy. It's the 3D stereoscopic space that you can edit now in Audacity. Is just
Yeah, Audacity.
yeah, the free open software. So,
But
anyways,
anyway,
yeah, sorry.
Built a shed. I'll talk it. My dad, he likes to build things big, and like we have no tools, just me and him. I mean, we have like hammers and stuff, but nothing fancy, right? And so like he built the floor and the walls, and he put the wood on the walls, like so everything's kind of done, but like picking up these giant walls was like really heavy. So we had like a nice little spine break moment. It was really windy. So like you get the wall up and you're like, I don't want this to fall. And so like I'm gripping onto it from like the back on a piece of wood with like as much grip strength as I can. But if it went forward, it was over. It was gonna be over.
Yeah, you're just flung a couple feet,
Yeah. So
white knuckling it the whole time.
but it didn't happen. We're good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, the shed went up with no problem.
What is he gonna put in the shed? Do you know?
Yeah, he's gonna put the lawnmower, some
Oh.
other stuff. He's had a rototiller that like he's had for years, and it's just like every year he just leaves it out in the cold, and like every year it's a struggle to like get it started up again. So it's like, well, if you just put it inside, it'd probably be fine. So now he's gonna do that finally.
Yeah, after years of deterioration and
Oh yeah,
being subjected to the elements.
yeah. So he's got to put that in there, and he just wants to open up his garage because he's got too many toys and such. So that was pretty cool. Did pumpkin carving with my mom. Do that every year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where'd you go?
My parents' place.
Oh, okay.
It was right after the shed building.
And did your wife attend as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I felt bad because she didn't have anything to do during the whole like shed building.
Oh, okay. She was just sitting there, probably talking with your parents or something.
No,
Oh,
because my mom wasn't even there,
well,
so she just knitted.
I was gonna say, give her the Switch.
She
She's a
had
gamer.
one. Yeah. I don't know if she played it. She brought it, but I
Hey,
don't know.
knitting's cool.
Yeah, she's been knitting like a scarf for about a year. It's really long. She's pretty quick at
She
it.
could be knitting you a neck brace while the wind pulls that wall down on you.
Exactly, yeah.
She'll be like, I'm prepared.
At any minute now. ER, don't need it. I got this.
Fucking knitted.
Yeah.
I'm all about the holistic medicine. So,
So a knit sweater.
yeah, knitted with love. That's what's going to cure you.
The love.
Yeah.
It finds a way.
Yeah. It's
But-
all a mental game. That's what it is. That's what these people don't realize.
They don't realize that physical injuries can be fixed mentally.
Yeah. It's all fake.
Do you like the history of chiropractors?
No, I don't watch that. What are you talking about? What is
Oh, okay, there's like just like how the whole thing started was like a weird cult thing, and then
that? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about like a YouTube channel named The History of Chiropractors.
Oh no, that would be weird.
Because I was thinking like the rap history videos or something when you said that, and I was like, no, I don't.
Epic
listen to
rap
that.
battles
Yeah,
of
I don't
history.
fucking
You're
listen
like,
to
oh
that.
yeah, it's the same as the
Yeah.
chiropractor. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just like I was just watching a video on like the history of chiropractors.
Okay.
And like there's some wacky stuff. I do feel like there are hokey like chiropractors out there and that are like, I can cure anything you have. But there's also some that are like, there's maybe some science to it. I don't know.
Dude, speaking of this is actually one of the topics I wrote down too, and it's a great transition. So I went to recently, Jade's friend he's making a brochure for his massage therapy business. I think I've brought him up a few times on here. But anyways, he needed a brochure, so he needed pictures done, and he needed pictures of him taken while he was like working on people. So he was working on me while we were taking pictures for his thing. And dude, so like, it was really interesting because at first we were just kind of doing some light stretching, and he was like complimenting me on my flexibility because I do a lot of stretching. And so he was like, "Oh, you're pretty flexible." I'm like, "Yes, I am." And then we were going through that. And then at some point he was like, "Oh, your like shoulders seem off, like they're in the wrong slot or something." So he's like trying to like jam my shoulder into like the right place. And then eventually like I'd gotten up and I was like, "Wow, I feel way better. That's really bizarre." Like I guess my shoulder wasn't like maybe I was just in a gamer hunch or something.
Yeah, the entire time where you just
now I feel like they're back a little bit better. I'm sitting better. I don't know. It's weird. And then he had me get up like this, and then he's like, "Okay, do a row." So I'm like, "Okay." And then he's like, "Now don't activate anything on your shoulders." And he's like tapping my back, and he's like, "Just activate like you're trying to pinch something between the back." And apparently I wasn't using my lower back like at all. Like my body was compensating and using everything else but the lower back muscles.
Weird.
And so after I like just activated a couple times, I can feel it now after he had done that. And that was like weeks ago. And then, or at least a couple weeks ago. And then it's like really sore because I've just never used it. So now I'm like, okay, well, he was like, when you do your pull-ups, you got to like pull up, but towards your back. And then I also wasn't breathing correctly too because I breathe a lot up here. And how I need to breathe down, like to fill up that
core.
Yeah, that core. And he's like, just imagine you're breathing through your pelvis. And I was like, that's really weird, but okay.
It works.
Yeah. And then I was joking with him because I felt more and more flexible as he was like working me or whatever. And I was like, dude, you should just put on your brochure, help man eat his ass. Because I can already suck my dick or something. Wow. And he was dying because of that. And he was like, maybe I should just put that on there. Help man, like, suck his dick or something.
Yeah. And I can make you suck your dick.
Yeah. It's like, just autonomy. That's what you got to do. It's all about self-sufficiency. You'd be like, do you want to be self-sufficient? That's how you appeal to the, like, rugged, burly men.
Got no ladies?
You don't, you got problems getting women?
Well, wife abusing you?
Now you can just, be done. So, that was pretty good. But before that, which is another good transition. Before I went to see him, I walked into the woods. So
what?
Yeah. So I was actually I'll start the story.
Okay.
Here.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm sitting there, here. Right. Let me paint you a picture.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You're
picture
right
this room. I'm sitting, and I was like, man, I really need to get outside and get some exercise or something. And something in my brain was like, you got to go into the woods. So I was like, okay. So I made sure I was barefoot. As usual.
Yep.
And then I was like...
you just showed your foot for free.
Yep. It's free for you guys.
Somebody's going to get off to that.
I'm going to crack a walnut with these fucking bad
Once
boys.
we get 500 subscriptions, I'll show mine.
Okay.
Only 500.
Yeah, we'll put some hot sauce on them. For the camera.
Then what?
I don't know.
What do you do with the hot sauce?
Scrape some hot sauce off with some tortilla chips or something. And then I'll step on them with my feet.
You'll step on...
I'll put them between my toes and crunch them for you guys.
Is that what people pay for?
Know. Is that what they like?
I don't know.
I'm not a foot fetishist.
I'm not. We know one.
I've like literally never looked at it.
Here's the thing. We know a guy.
Do we?
Yeah.
Who's into that?
Yeah.
Then we'll just ask him what he likes.
He lives in Alaska.
Okay. He's not into that, is he?
Yeah. Well, and I was talking to him about it because, like, I was... There's a thing where, like, the attraction to genitals part of your brain and the foot identification part of your brain are close to each other. And so sometimes some people just have it with a little bit of overlap.
I knew there was something in the water turning the frogs gay. I just knew it.
Yeah, so, like, something. I was talking to him. I was just, like, saying that to him. And he's like, yeah, man, I get it. And I'm like, oh. Oh, really? He's like, yeah, a little bit. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right.
All right, well, then this one goes out to him.
Yeah.
This is for the army bros. I'll dress my feet up in some rubber boots, and then we can, like, step on tomatoes or something,
There you
whatever you
go.
guys are into.
Step on tomatoes.
Yeah, just be like skulls, you know? The
Yeah.
army, they're, like, really violence-focused.
They're like,
They're
yeah.
like, they descended from a long genetic line of, like, warrior genes, and so anything
Yeah.
that vaguely resembles blood crushing, they're like, they...
They're like, and then a foot, and
Yeah.
then, and it's good.
Yeah, and then their brains also, they got that closeness to the feet thing. It's like right in the... it's right
I
here.
forget what else was like in that spectrum that's nearby, but maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, so anyways, I was going to the woods.
Yeah, you
I
walked
felt
in the
this
woods.
draw to go to the woods barefoot. And so I took my journal because I was like, oh, I'm going to write. I got a new album I was listening to. I'm like, awesome, this is going to be great. We'll go out there, we'll journal.
Can I know what album?
Yeah, I've been listening to this trans girl artist.
Uh-huh.
Her name's Ethel Kane.
Okay.
Or Ethel Kane. I don't know. The music was like a fucking banger. And
What kind? Like,
so they specifically were really influenced by Florence and the Machine, and but it reminds me more of like Imogen Heap. It's kind of like an ethereal, like Gregorian chanting mix of like pop. I don't know. I'll play it after this.
okay.
But it was really good. I really liked it. It felt like there was a lot of decisions made and a lot of choices made, and like all of the echoing, the reverb, and like the sound of everything. And I was like, this is fucking great.
Gotcha.
So, anyways, yeah, I'm bumping to that. I think the song like Nebraska, the second one on the album Inbred or whatever, I think it was. Actually, I don't know if it was Inbred. Whatever. I bought 2 of her albums. They're great.
Uh-huh.
And both of them start. That one starts playing, and then I get into the woods, right? So I finally like walk out there. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna write whatever comes to mind, see what happens. And then when I get into the woods, I see this, and I'm like, oh, it's a raccoon. Like sick.
Of course.
Like I love raccoons, and I'm so glad that I can like see him like chilling there. Like that's fucking sick. And then I get like a little closer. I'm like, okay, the raccoon's like kind of moving. But like not totally. And then I was like, okay, I can get really close to this fucking dude. Like that's really strange. I wonder what exactly is happening. And then I walk onto the other side of it, and I notice like there's a bunch of flies congregating on it, and like both of its eyes are like leaking pus. It like can't see it all, and it's like essentially dying.
Yeah.
Like it's just sitting there, and it's like convulsing, like every so often. I was like, oh my god, like that's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and I'm like, well, what can I do? Like it's dying, and I was like, well, what if it has rabies? Like, am I?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fucked. So I'm sitting there, I'm like looking at it. I'm like, man, I feel like really helpless. Like I have this profound sense of like there was something dying in front of me and I can't like do anything about it. Like it actually sucks to be this unprepared for this situation.
Yeah.
But the raccoon wasn't moving. It was kind of just like pawing randomly, and like the flies were trying to get to it. I'm like, oh, this is awful. And then I was like, well, fuck it. Let's see if I can like, touch it or something.
Yeah.
So I like took a really light stick and I tried like poking it, because I was like, if it had rabies, I imagine it would like attack,
Try to, like, attack it,
or bite to try to impart the rabies into whatever was attacking it. But no, it just continued like kind of doing its fucking thing or whatever. And so I was like, okay. So I took off my jacket, laid it on the ground, and I like started petting it, because even I guess it probably, I mean, it's a wild animal. I probably shouldn't have pet it or anything.
But
fine. I was like, man, if I was like dying, like my human aspect of me was like, well, I would want comfort in death, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if this thing dies in front of me? Like, I don't know. And so I was like petting it for a few minutes, and it was like still convulsing and whatever. I was like, I really like can't watch this. Like, I either have 2 choices, right? I either leave it, which I'm not going to fucking do that. I either try to save it, which I don't know anything about that, or I do mercy kill it out of compassion.
Yeah.
And I was like, because it's almost dead. It's like, what the fuck am I? And I was like, I don't have the balls to mercy kill it, so we're going to try saving it. So I pulled this thing onto my jacket, and then like it's still like kind of doing its thing. It's like lightly breathing. I'm like, okay. And I picked it up like a baby, carried it to the office, and then I was like feeding it water.
probably hasn't had water in a while.
Yeah, and I think it hasn't had water for a really long time because once I started giving it water, it started like to move more.
Oh yeah.
And it's moving quite a bit, and you'll probably be able to see at some point that its eyes are like really fucked up. I tried giving it a banana. It didn't initially take the banana at first, but then it started to eat the banana.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it's not really using its front legs that much.
Yeah.
And it also wasn't using its back legs that much either.
Uh-huh.
And then I had noticed when I got it into the office, you can see some of the pus leaking from the eyes here.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, it was like completely blind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I had noticed on its stomach and its like abdomen, it had a bunch of like maggots and like wounds or something. And now I know what a vet does is they like would put like a saline solution or something on it to like take care of it.
Off, yeah.
But I didn't do any of that because I didn't know what to do at that moment.
Yeah.
And then actually about this time, Jade got to the office. We started calling a bunch of like rehabilitation places, and then we ended up driving it to them and taking it to like a rescue place.
That's cool.
Which is pretty good. It was it in the basket. It was kind of napping, and it was also kind of just like chilling. I was petting him as we were going on the thing. It was really cute.
He's cute, but he's probably in a lot of pain.
Yeah, probably in a lot of pain. Probably suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, and from the updates from their Facebook, they named her Garfield, which is pretty funny. And then they said that she was in stable condition, and they were working with her. But she has like corneal abrasions on both eyes, so they don't know if she's gonna be able to see.
Jeez.
So that was really crazy.
You could always adopt her.
I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, I kind of like raccoons.
I do too.
I was like, this might be fucking awesome.
I mentioned that I had a thing about raccoons.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear the thing about raccoons?
Yeah, what do you have to hear about it?
Whenever I was a kid, not even a kid, I was like 16.
Mm-hmm.
No, let's go with 15-ish. There was I had walked outside. And I was like going somewhere. I was driving, so actually I had to be about 16. So I was gonna get in the car, and I looked to my left, and there's just a little baby raccoon like that on the ground, just by itself, like kind of making raccoon noises.
Yeah.
And like my neighbors are kind of like rednecky, and I basically was like, this is like a baby that was abandoned by its mother because it's just like walking around looking for something. You could tell it's been walking for a while. And so I got like a milk crate essentially and put a towel in it and like put the baby raccoon in there and like kind of did similar things to, but I called my neighbor like, hey, you guys want to take care of it? Because they've taken care of deer before. So like, you want to just take care of this raccoon? They're like, yeah. So they grab the raccoon, go back home. Well, so their dogs used to come over and my mom would give the dogs treats. Well, the raccoon just kind of became another one of the dogs. And so he would like come over and like freaking crawl around on you and stuff like that. So he's like a pretty sick animal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
For a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually he just disappeared. Probably got hit by a car or something. But,
who knows?
At least he didn't die a little baby.
Yeah, he survived long enough to go through that.
Yeah, but he was definitely obese. By the end, because he loved fig Newtons, and he probably got a lot of food over it.
Yeah.
My neighbors.
Rednecks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and their dogs are kind of
They're
fat
like,
too,
let's go get some chicken shack.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Ma, the raccoon wants some fucking chicken shack. Well, I got him his own thing.
I got a 64-pack of chicken.
Yeah, just for him. He's like sitting there.
Oh, yeah, dude. So, I just thought it was funny. Like, he found a baby raccoon. Like, I've had a baby.
Yeah, this thing was like a full adult. It was like 7 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah, it was huge.
Damn.
It was
okay.
I got full. Yeah, I don't know. I think
the pictures make it look younger.
No, it was fucking big. It was a Chungus raccoon.
Damn. It's been living in the woods.
Yeah, it was going through. It got in some shit. That's what happened.
Yeah, it probably got attacked by something. Couldn't take care of the wounds or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was pretty big.
Damn.
It was like a cat.
Yeah. They're pretty cool.
But
they're nice pets, I think. I mean, they're not.
Sorry, I wasn't showing that to you guys here.
Oh, okay.
I was playing this.
Did you change it?
Yeah, I changed it.
Okay.
It's pretty big. It was a chunky boy.
Yeah.
Chunky girl, I should say.
Yeah. Well, so they are like cats, but they are nocturnal, so it's kind of annoying because they're like up at 2 a.m, like, hey, I'm ready to live.
Also, I was gonna make sure that
For next time?
I'm never unprepared. This
Gotta
is one of 2 books. I was like, dude, I am never feeling helpless again. Every animal, bring it to my doorstep. I'm gonna have this whole thing memorized by next week.
Jesus.
Nobody will fucking stop me.
Saving every raccoon.
Yeah, I was actually reading it a little bit, and it was pretty funny because something I didn't know is they were talking about geese, and they were like, yeah, geese aren't like necessarily crazy dangerous because their beak can only bruise you, and their feet don't have any claws because they were talking about like dangers of birds. But what most people don't know is that wing joint, like where the wing kind of bends like this, there is a protruding like bone type appendage called an alula, and it'll fucking hit you with it like a bat. Like what most people don't realize is it's like getting hit with a bat, basically, is what it said in the book. And I was like, oh my God, I would have never thought to. But you see them when they like, I can't do it because
you're not
my
a bird.
arms, but like they'll do that like thing where they try to like fucking bash you with it. That's exactly what they're doing. There's like a little bone that comes out, and they're called the alula. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. I was not privy to that.
Huh.
So that was cool. And then I did want to show, since I was working on it, I haven't showed the game, but I was working on a level dedicated to the raccoon I saved.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you'll be able to pick it up and take it.
You don't want to take it off the bridge.
Well, you're going to take it off the bridge.
Oh, okay, with you.
Do something with it. I haven't decided what I want. I was going to, like, if you neglect it, I was thinking, like, the raccoon, you get a debuff or something.
Yeah.
And then, like, if you pick it up and carry it, it's like a buff or something, like the spirit of the raccoon.
Yeah.
I don't know, something, whatever it is. The raccoon clan comes and fucks you up. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. So we'll figure that out. But yeah.
Anyway, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was a pretty awesome time.
Save some wildlife.
Yeah, save some wildlife. I was trying to think of the other things I thought about. It made me recognize that, life is pretty fragile, too.
Yeah.
I'm, like, watching this thing die.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, I thought I was smart, but there is, like, absolutely nothing I feel like I can do for you. At least in that initial moment. And I was like, well, fuck it. If I get rabies, we'll see. I was actually doing a lot of research on rabies, which is very interesting, too.
Yeah, you would be close enough to a hospital where you're probably fine.
It's right across assuming I knew that I had rabies.
Well, if it bit you, right?
Yeah.
You would probably go
for sure.
Yeah. With a pus animal, I don't think you'd risk it. I think you'd probably go
I think you'd just be like, let's just see.
Yeah. I'll just wait on it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm really warm.
Man, something feels like it's moving up my spine, and I'm getting more and more hydrophobic by the day. It's harder to drink water.
I hate water.
My mouth is like foaming a lot. I can't figure out. Yeah, they when you're like in the stages of rabies, you can't drink water at all because your neck muscles will like convulse whenever you get close to it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really bizarre.
That is weird. Well, don't they, like, if people are too late on their rabies, don't they, like, just give them, like, a saline and just knock them out and just hope? Isn't that the...
Yeah, so the few people that have survived rabies, what they do is they fucking put them in comas.
Yeah.
And then they just put them on feeding tubes and see if they get over it, basically, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But obviously that causes more problems like brain damage and other things.
Yeah.
I did look up in Michigan, though, primarily the things that we've had like 20 cases of rabies or something this past year, and majority of them are in skunks and bats. So if you're going to help animals, make sure they're not skunks or bats. I'd probably just ignore them, dude. Just let
If that was a baby skunk,
fucking gone.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
They're also like cats, but obviously smelly.
My dad, when he used to work at the Boy Scout camp or whatever, they had a pet skunk. I can't remember what her name is, but she would like walk around like a cat, and everybody would pet her and whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was like Phoebe or something like that. And yeah, it was just like a pet skunk.
So weird.
But the pet skunk hated like one of my dad's friends, which was really funny. Like they had an antagonistic relationship, but it was nice to everyone else.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny too. Just one guy it doesn't fucking like. Which he was like my godfather, so that's even funnier. Oh my god. It was good.
Jesus. Dude, animals are so cool.
Yeah, they're really neat.
My cats, I was telling my wife about this. Like, we were watching a movie, and, like, the older, bigger cat, he's, I never realized how sassy he is. But, like, he did this thing, and it's only towards Rebecca. That's why I never noticed. But, like, we were laying on the couch, and he walks over to the blinds and like just bats at him a few times, and then like he's looking at the blinds, and he turns his head and like just stares directly at Rebecca, and just like, you gonna do something about this? Just like,
just to fuck with.
yeah, and it's like, well, he wants the blinds open. And he's like, what are you gonna do? And then like whenever she doesn't move or anything, he just kind of goes like,
like he can't train her properly.
yeah, he's like, why won't you listen to me?
That's so good. Cat is so fucking sassy.
Yeah, and then well, the other one is Banjo, and he just, all he wants is like a stick. So he'll move them around. He's been moving. He'll take the stick. It's like a fiberglass pole, and he'll drag it like upstairs. So like whenever I get home, he can come downstairs and like sit next to it and like meow at me, be like, "Oh, what? Do you want to pet me?" I'm like reaching down to pet him, and he'll move out of the way to try to get me to grab the stick. Like, oh yeah, that's gonna work.
Yeah, like, oops, I accidentally walked into playtime. 30 minutes of uninterrupted time with you and me, buddy. There's nothing, I can't resist this at this point.
I'm already halfway down.
Here's the stick. That's so good.
Yeah, but you know, they're pretty cool, dude. Animals are whack.
Yeah, they are whack, man.
But yeah, so anyway.
Yeah, I was trying to think of anything else for that, but no, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Those cats are funny.
They are.
Yeah.
You saw the one last time. Yeah. You like his vigor. He vigorously plays with the stick.
Oh, he loves his stick.
He loves. I call it getting sticked every day. I gotta stick the cat.
Just gotta stick him.
Every day, yeah. You stick the cat.
Prod him with this stick.
But so, all right. Yeah, animal talk, over.
Over, yeah. Let's move on to people talk.
Yeah, I've been working a job. Oh.
Tell you what, we're going back.
Here we go.
Yeah, tell us about your job, dude, if you want.
You ever do something and like your job is to do X thing, right? And like you can get your stuff done, it's fine, right? Whatever, okay. Then you have like another person and they're assigned to do Y, okay? And like they're doing Y and you're watching them do Y and you're like, hey, why isn't your Y thing, do you ever, like, this aspect of it isn't really working? Can you maybe improve, or like, I can help you, like, do whatever you need to? And then they go like, oh yeah, of course. And then they just don't. Basically, there's a guy at work right now where like I go in every day and like we have to get a bunch of stuff done, and he just doesn't. He just kind of, it's not like he's doing nothing. He'll like do other things that are just avoiding the thing that I need fixed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Just to like prolong it? Or do you think he's got something against you?
I don't think he can figure it out at this point. I think we're at a point where he won't admit that he can't figure it out to go get like help. But like there's a thing on the robot where it has to go home, which is like the starting position. So like you press the go home button on the HMI, which is the screen that controls everything. The robot should move, but it doesn't work. It doesn't function. It literally doesn't do anything. I can see it on the robot. He's not sending a command. He's not doing anything. So I'm like, hey, here are the conditions that you need. Can you just throw that in there so we can, like, that's something we have to run off the machine so the customer buys it next week. Can you like make sure that's like a main function?
Yeah, to be able to return to home.
They're gonna check that.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure that works, and he just doesn't. I don't know. So I don't know. I've just been like weirdly frustrated because I've been staying late to stay with him while he like does things, because he doesn't want to test things when I'm not there, even though it's fine. I don't know. Also, I'm at a place where like people are okay with you doing not a whole lot, because they know like once I kind of get to a certain point in programming, it's just waiting on other things to happen. So I'm kind of sitting around doing nothing, and I feel miserable doing that because I'm just spending time on my phone. I'd rather do something at the job, makes time go by faster. I can, go home and be like, man, I really got a lot done, instead of like, hey man, I played Pokemon Crystal for 6 hours today. That's cool.
I got paid however much per hour just to do that.
Just to sit there, yep. And it's just like there's something about like that feeling of I'm cheating something. I should be doing something that drives me insane. It makes me more stressed than if I were just working.
Sounds like you just gotta start doing a calisthenics routine while you're there.
I'm just
You
yeah.
start fucking push-ups, pull-ups. Be like, what are you doing, Sam? Like, I'm getting something done.
Yeah,
If you're gonna pay me, I might as well,
I
edit myself, improve myself.
Somehow I think that they would disapprove of that more than me sitting on my phone.
It would be something like, Sam, you're not allowed to sweat on company time.
You're
Like,
not
oh yeah,
allowed to.
so I'll just sit here in front of my phone then, watching Netflix while you fuckers do nothing.
Yeah, let me get a hunchback while we wait.
Hey, I'm going to be like more and more incapable of doing this job the more and more weak I get. So I'm just going to like keep doing that for you. How many years do you need me to put in? I got it.
Yeah, here. Let me just sit on your floor and collect money.
Yeah, is this an idle game? Holy shit.
I'm in the game, dude.
You're just constantly sitting on the floor. The guy's like, hey, Sam, I need you to like, just be here while I test the robots. You're like, yeah, no problem. I'm just going to be in this room laying on the floor. Don't worry about it.
I'm growing roots. There's like mold binding me to the floor. I'm like, yep, all part of the job.
Yeah, you start like noticing exactly when the thermostat changes because like you can feel the temperature of the room change. Like some guy comes in, it's like 5 a.m. and goes to flip on the lights and your head's like looking towards him, like on the floor already before he even has the lights on. He turns the light. He's like, oh shit, Sam, you scared me. He's like, yeah, I've just been here for a while collecting money. You guys can't let me go because you don't know how to do your job. So
here I am.
I'm here.
Yeah, the mold that keeps me here is really getting stinky, but
yeah, the thermostat turns on at like 4:30 and you don't usually get here till like 5:10. I've averaged it out for the last 3 weeks that I've been watching you. And I really think you could save like a couple cents of company money.
Sam, I'm your boss, and you shouldn't be thinking about that. You're wasting company time by thinking about that.
Yeah, Sam, if your brain is just more preoccupied with robots, that would be great. But if it's not, then you should just shut up. Yeah,
go back to the mold.
He like lays a mat over you, and then like goes to his desk.
He like watching, man, the mold's really stinky. Like, yeah, if you guys let me get up, I could go shower. And they're like, no, I got it. Just Febrezes the room.
Fucking HR comes in like a couple days later and they're like, we've been paying somebody like 24/7. And they're like, they have so much overtime. Like they're beyond the minimum required to get health insurance for the company that they've gone into like a 401k retirement fund for all their family members at this point. Because that's what the state requires we provide to them. They actually work more hours than the CEO and all he does is sit at home and collect money.
All he does is get moldy on the floor in the other room.
They're like, where is he at? And the guys are like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a bit. They're like, they got trash piled up around you.
Just my like face is sticking out. I'm like, hey, if you guys got any extra fries, just toss them in.
It's like 12 p.m. at night. They have one of these like janitor services that come in. He's got like one of those cleaning machines. And he like bumps into you. He's like, oh, sorry, Sam. Like,
no problem, Greg.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Greg. I just got a couple more hours of thinking about robots, and I think they're gonna change their mind. They're gonna change their tune when they hear what I have to say about these robots on the line today. The guy comes back, I still haven't got the robot to home yet. And he's like, oh, well, I wrote that program 3 weeks ago and you still haven't implemented it. I think the people are going to need it. They're like, yeah, I don't know. We don't need that. But the company that needs the robots is coming to pick them up. Will you be here, Sam? He's like, yeah, I will. I'll be right here on the floor.
Hey, Sam, they didn't buy the machine because it's not working. Can you get it working? Like, yep, on it, yep.
Yeah, here, got it. And somebody's like, here, let me help you, Sam. And they like peel you up from the floor. It's like, man, and you hear your back crack. Like, oh shit, that felt really great. They're like, here, we need you to lay 5 feet over here now.
Yeah, Greg's desk is moving right there. The janitor.
Yeah, he moved up in a position since you last seen him. Like, yeah, Greg was cleaning so well that we thought like We thought that, like, the robot arms, those are kind of like human arms, and Greg's really good at moving his arms. So we figured maybe that would translate 1-to-1. So we just gave him a desk and a computer and CAD, and we're gonna see what he can do.
He's gonna be the robot programmer now, so you can just be.
Just supervise Greg.
Yeah, just watch. Let me know.
Greg's like, I ain't ever done this shit in my life.
All I know is mop bucket.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, so what you're telling me is this nut needs to go on this bolt, right? And then you're just sitting there on the ground. You're like, imagine, Greg, you're kind of like cleaning, right? And like instead of cleaning, you're cleaning a big pipe, and you're putting your hand in the pipe, and you're twisting your hand in that pipe to clean the inside of the pipe. And Greg's like, oh shit, I got it now. Types it all in, programs it. It's like, it's just like cleaning. You're like, yep, it's just like cleaning.
Just like cleaning, Greg, and I'm there for 3 more years.
Yeah. It's like fucking 3 p.m. It's lunchtime. Your therapist hasn't seen you in fucking weeks, and they're like, they come to the place. They're like, where's Sam at? We need to do like a thing. They're like, oh yeah, he's on the floor over there. It's like, my therapist.
I have what? But yeah, no, that's I have like the back rooms. I just get shipped out to the back rooms, and I'm just a creature in there.
Yeah.
I'm just like a guy just like stuck on a wall. I'm like, hey, yeah, dude, yeah, it's a back rooms in here. There's some creepy stuff. I used to be a robot programmer.
Yeah,
probably like you.
They think you're super crazy, so they don't believe anything you say.
Yeah, no, the exit's up and to the left. I just saw a guy. He went over there the other day. He didn't come back, so I'm sure it's gotta be something.
He's like, you're like, don't worry about the mushrooms. Greg's been trying to create some
Greg's in there
project.
with me.
Yeah, Greg started. He really wanted some like lion's mane or something, so he's been putting it near my armpit, and it's been growing. So we let it. We want to figure out what happens. It's
just science.
Yeah, it's just science.
Yeah.
Let Greg cook, dude. Let him cook.
Don't peel me up, dude.
Yeah, don't peel me. Stop. I'm
getting paid for it. I'm getting paid for this.
Can somebody charge my phone? I haven't talked to my wife in weeks. Rebecca's like, he must be working hard. Must be one of those work gigs where he's just gone for weeks.
Yeah.
He's been in Cleveland, Ohio.
And the cat's just sassing at her.
Yeah.
You know.
The cat's fucking batting the thing. Banjo's like trying to get her to fucking play with the stick.
No, Nuka knows that's the other cat. Nuka, he knows. He's like trying to like bat it like a portal to the back rooms. Yeah. And he's like, just go in there.
Yeah.
He's right there. And Rebecca's
no
like,
one listens.
I'm not. And then the cat's just like, wow, yeah. All right.
He just sighs again. Goes back to eating. Like maybe in a couple more weeks we'll get Sam out of there. Somebody's like, it really stinks in the back rooms. And you're like, man, I know.
I'm living it.
Yeah, I haven't gone to the bathroom in weeks.
I haven't. It's nutrients for the mushrooms.
Yeah. That's why these things keep growing, dude. I feel like I'm, getting trapped against the wall.
Can you peel off one of the ones on my toes and just put it in my mouth? I'm a little hungry.
Yeah, I need to eat this. Might as well. Actually, the ones I'm in front of my toes are cleaner than the ones between my toes.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, dude.
Yeah, we could keep that going forever.
We could.
That's
just
a bit. I like that bit.
Yeah.
You on the floor, you wasting company time making money. Your bank account gets filled while you just degrade.
I can't use any of the money. I'm just like, yeah.
Your wife's like, where is he? Where is he?
Well, at least he puts in money for the joint account.
Hey, whatever. I got all these meals I've been making. I've leftovers in the fridge for the last 5 weeks.
I just found this portal that I just throw them into.
Yeah.
I don't know, but so anyway, whenever I got out of the back rooms today, I found out I've been credit fraud. Well, I haven't been credit frauded again yet, but a guy tried to open up a line of credit with some random bank, and I got an email saying that like, hey, we denied your line of credit. I'm like, I don't know. I locked down everything. I bought LifeLock as well, which is supposed to be a service that alerts you whenever your identity is being used that isn't you. It didn't warn me. I think that whole thing is a scam. It's by Norton Antivirus, which is...
Norton, I don't know if I trust them. I think they made viruses back in the day.
They did to sell antivirus software.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so did McAfee. Didn't they do that?
So. I think so.
And then they got too dumb to figure out how to make virus, so they just stopped making anything useful.
Yeah, and then that guy went crazy, and then I think he's dead now.
Is he dead now?
Yeah.
The McAfee man?
Yeah, he used to post on Twitter, but I think he's dead now.
Oh, okay. So did Notch.
Notch still posts on Twitter.
Does he? I don't know.
He all he does is play Factorial like 24/7.
Is that what he does? Okay.
He probably hosts parties, spends money, and plays Factorio.
He's like, yeah, man, I made Minecraft once.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know what I would be like if I'd made Minecraft and made that much money and then
infinite bucks.
Like, what would you do? Would you have parties 24/7 and then?
No.
Probably not. I mean, I don't feel like I would.
You know what? Actually, what would you do if you just won the lottery? What would you do? What's your plan? What's your?
I don't know. I feel like I kind of already had a mini lottery with the magic card thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would just do the same thing, but on a bigger scale. Like, oh, what do I need? I need like a living situation. I need like a house.
Yeah.
I need to buy land. And then I would probably just keep doing whatever I'm doing, depending on how much money.
See, yeah, I'm in the same boat because like if I win the lottery, I'd just pay off my mortgage, my parents' mortgage, my in-laws' mortgage, make a trust fund for my sister for like a house, like at least a down payment or something for a house, and then like pay off any debts of my own and my wife's, and then just continue living at my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, my thing was basically what I put like a bunch of the money into debt, and then that was it. And then I spent some money on the mics, and then some other shit, and then we're here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably would just do the same thing if I had more money.
Exactly. Do that, and then go like, oh, you know what? I guess I got some money that I could spend on like going to, I don't know, a cool place.
Yeah,
take a vacation.
Now that I do think about it, though, if I had a lot of money and I had like all of those things taken care of initially, I'll tell you what I do with the money, which is more interesting for podcast content.
Yeah, it would be.
I am in love with the Batsu games. Those are like my favorite Japanese show ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the Batsu games, Batsu means punishment, okay?
Yeah.
And games means games. So there's these games that called the Batsu games, or by Gaki no Tsukai, which is, I don't know what that translates to. And every year, typically for New Year's, what they would do is they would release like a 4 to like 6 hour special. And it's like these 4 or 5 comedians. Sometimes they get some random extra ones. And what they do is they send them to like a job. It's like a hypothetical job. And then they have to like pretend to go through the job. And then whenever they laugh, they get punished. And the way they get punished is they have to like stand up and some guy takes like a bat and then beats them over the ass with it. And then that's essentially the Batsu games. And then by the end, these people have like hundreds and hundreds of bat wounds from getting hit by these bats. They're not like real wood bats. They're kind of like flimsy. But after getting like 400 hits from people going all out, like your bat is going to be red. They're going to be damaged. Yeah, and then they fuck with each other by trying to make each other laugh the entire time. Really funny. And then the people that host the show, they're always trying to make the comedians laugh too. So there's like this constant thing of like, if you laugh, you get punished essentially.
If you laugh, you lose.
Yeah, it's also known as the no laughing punishment game or something like that. No laughing Batsu game. Super good. So what I would do is I actually want to make an American version of that where I put my friends or people that I find funny together. And then my favorite Batsu game is one of their early ones where they did 24-hour gym, okay? They went to like a school gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just had the comedians sit in the gym, and then they had these like random guys that would chase them around the gym and try to punish them, essentially.
Yeah.
And each person that tried, they would be in like a white or black morph suit. The demons is what they were called. And they would always have a sign on them of like the kanji characters in Japanese of like what their punishment was. Sometimes it was like getting hit in the head with like a sandal or a flip-flop. Other times it was like more creative where they get like a cream pie thrown in their face. Dude, I want to do that with like 4 or 5 guys. I want to like be in the back room like trying to write up like all the weird things that they have to encounter, and then for 24 hours just fuck with them and then record it with all these cameras. Like, and hopefully it would turn out funny. And then be able to do it every year with like scaling it up and up and up depending on how funny it was. That I would love to fucking do that. That would be so good. I actually, when I was pricing it out, I was talking to one of my friends who worked as like a janitor for one of the schools nearby, and it actually wouldn't cost that much to rent a school's gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting like all the camera systems, which my buddy just set up a camera system for like one of his houses or something like that, and they're really cheap now. You can get like a
Yeah.
multi 4K camera system, and then you just need like something to record the output, and
Uh-huh.
boom, you have like the whole fucking thing done.
I get a question for you.
Yeah,
Do you think a lava lamp costs more than a camera?
I think so. Probably not. You can get a lot of cheap cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because lava lamps are $40. I
Yeah.
don't know why that would be so expensive, but anyway, sorry, I just
No.
thought about that. Anyway,
Okay. Yeah, that was
just as an aside,
it's here
just
to, yeah, I
just
mean,
curious. You said camera, and then
Yeah.
you said that they're cheap. I'm like, I wonder. No, yeah, it's probably cheaper.
yeah, cheaper than a lot. I mean, if you think about it, when you go to Dave and Buster's, you got to get like several thousand tickets to get the lava lamp.
That's true.
And that equates to like a lot of money in real life, a lot of US dollars compared to, and if you're playing that stupid, doodle jumper game for like 10 hours every single day for the next 4 weeks,
That's-
you still wouldn't have enough tickets
That's what you
to
do.
get the lava lamp.
That's what you do. You become a millionaire. You
Yeah.
win the lottery, and you're like, I'm going to Dave and Buster's, baby.
You're a frequenter of Dave and Buster's.
And they're like, hello.
I love the
Hello,
idea
kid.
of you being there every single time some kid tries to get on like the machine he likes.
Yeah.
Like you're at that button wall one where it's just like 50 buttons.
I'm really bad at it.
You're
Like,
always like
"Oh."
scanning your card. No one else can do it. You're just like hitting the buttons. And some kid's just like, oh my God, this guy's been here for the last 4 months. And they're like, yeah, he never takes a break. He's got his own like Mountain Dew piss bottle and he's got diapers
I'm like-
on for the rest.
I'm ripped because all I
Yeah.
do is
Yeah. No, you're on the floor.
I'm gathering mold, but
Hitting-
my
you-
hand is like,
You only hit the buttons on the bottom 2
Yeah.
rows.
I get like 8 tickets per scan, and then I snap. I'm like, can you refill my card? Here's my credit card.
Yeah. They're like, we can't say no. He's like a consistent like customer. And then the kid's like, but I want to play. And it's like, we actually had to develop a seniority system. He has seniority now. That like the boss is thinking of giving him tenure.
Yeah, I was about to say he gets tenure in two weeks.
Yeah, he's there. It's just like you're just like barely awake anymore. Like your body is in this state of like hypnagogia between like wake and sleep, and you like see the button lit up near your foot. You hit it. Yeah, that's it. Oh my God.
But yeah, so anyway.
Yeah, what are the dumbest things you can do with the lottery money? Like that's a good one. What is something that you could frequent, like if you had unlimited money, that would be super like dumb?
Just really weird to like
to be
always-
there every day
I mean,
without fail, paying.
I don't know, like a local like crummy restaurant.
That could be
No.
funny but boring.
Yeah, it'd be boring, right? I think Dave and Buster's is a really good one or maybe like a laser tag place. Like, you just show up
Yeah.
to like a local
Dude,
laser tag. You're like, I'm
I-
just a veteran.
I love the idea of like the kids doing a birthday party and they spent all this time making sure they have even teams, but like the people that run the laser tag place always has to put you on one of
Yeah.
the kids' teams and you like destroy them every fucking time.
I know all the like sight zones.
Yeah.
I like go to my camping spot and like mission initiated, and I like just snipe everyone.
Yeah. You're wearing 2 vests and you have 2 guns. The kids don't stand a fucking chance.
I develop like my own paint so I can cheat, and I just like
Yeah.
have this clear gloss that I paint over all the sensors.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, so
You bring in like airsoft equipment for like smoke bombs. The kids are like, "What are those?" You're like, "Don't worry about it, kid." Fucking throw it over. It's like, what's going on?
you're asbestos, you're gonna die soon.
Yeah, your lasers are being refracted by these tiny minuscule particles. You would have never saw this coming.
You shoot yourself,
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah, because of the visibility distortion of the refraction of like all the fucking smoke, you can only do everything close range. So you just grab the kids by the back of their necks and hold it up to their fucking vests and start shooting them.
The staff has to kind of like, sir, can you
Yeah.
not be as violent? Like, yeah, no problem, no problem. And he
they're
turns
really-
around and I grab the kid again.
Yeah, they're wheeling the kids out on stretchers. Kids like, I just wanted a birthday.
Happy birthday, Timmy.
You're like rugged. You haven't shaved in weeks. You have like war paint on that's all black so you blend in. The only thing they can see is the whites of your eyes when you come around the corner. The guns are all spray painted black too.
Yeah, give me vest 34, my
Yeah.
special.
They had to add this like training video for like when the kids come in for the first time. And they're like, all right, so the game's pretty simple, guys. What you're gonna do, everyone's gonna put on a vest. You got your gun. Your gun's got 10 shots, and then you have to reload. To reload, all you have to do is hold it up to your chest like this. And so there's this dude.
His name's Sam.
Yeah, he's been here for weeks, and we can't find him. So
I can't find him.
He's been in there, and he like figured out a way to charge his gear, so it never goes out. Like he's you're not really gonna see him. The only thing you see are his eyes. Just play the game. If you get shot by him, you get out. Just go back to your base to respawn. If he's violent with you, well, we can add it to the list. And there's like a list of like kids that are ready to file like legal lawsuits when they can actually get you out of
when
there.
they can find me. I have my own like secret room with piss bottles in it. I'm like,
you're like homemaking explosives for the smoke grenades. They're like, so we've gotten a lot of talk, and a lot of people think that the smoke grenades we gave to him, we did not. He's made those. He like
we don't know how.
Yeah.
We don't know how.
We don't know how. We don't know where.
There's rumors. There's rumors that he dried out his own feces, and that's the smoke.
He's here. Yeah, he's. People have claimed he used Jenkum, which is we don't know. We have no idea.
Yeah, just jankumed out of my mind, shooting kids in a laser tag.
Yo, kid, you want to see another world? Huff this. It's like, dude, I'll like he's got kids tied up in the back, and the only thing he does from them is try to like extort them to bring food in.
I'll do it for a pizza, and like,
yeah, I know you turned 15 today. You better give me a slice of that 15-year-old pizza.
Otherwise, the birthday boy gets it. I'm holding a laser.
Yeah. Yeah. How would you like to see your vision slightly worsened?
Hey, little Timmy's gonna have cataracts when he's 30.
They like bring the police in, and then they all come out like battered. They're like, dude, we don't know how you did it.
No, the police.
Yeah,
the police show up. They're going through like the whole like introduction. Like, welcome. If you need to reload, you put the gun here.
The police load actual bullets. They still can't take you down.
No, I shoot. The police are like, freeze. I'm like, no, and I like dodge and shoot his vest. Like, God damn it! And like he walks up.
Yeah, he leaves. He plays by the rules. It's like Bushido code. I love the idea of them getting in there and they're like, freeze, and they go to shoot you and they shoot and it's just a glass mirror shatters. You're like, I'm behind you.
No, the vests have like special abilities of like shield and like automatic or whatever.
Yeah.
And the police officer's like shooting at me, and then I activate my shield, walk around the corner, and he shoots, and the bullets just like ricochet off. I'm like,
take him out. They're like, yeah, we don't fucking know. We can't get him out of there. Oh my god. Dude, Gorilla Sam at the laser tag place. Like there's
Millionaire.
There's like a little fucking article that's just like, this guy, local man, wins fucking lottery and no one can take his money because he's perpetually in laser tag. All his money's in crypto.
There's all his money's in crypto. There's like a weird clause in like government whatever law where they're like, all rules are off at the laser tag place. You can do whatever you want in a laser tag facility.
Yeah, the place that runs the laser tag place, they have to give it to you because you've been squatting there longer than them. They're like, well, legally, like, he owns this place. And
all part of my plan.
And he's maintaining it, so... It's like, I want to do a birthday at the laser tag place. The mom's been reading the local news. She's like, we're not going to do that. But I think we can take him.
I think we can take him. Yeah,
Everyone that's been there is lost.
No one's been able to win yet.
That would be a fucking great like anime too. Like you know how they have those like heroic animes where like there's different factions trying to rise to power. It's just one kid that like finally takes on this like guy that's been squatting at like you just been squatting at the laser tag place, and the whole series is him getting better to take you down.
And he's like, he takes him like 10 years of laser tag training.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm like in a rundown laser tag place, like all the lights are like starting to like dim because they stopped taking care of it.
Yeah.
And like he walks in, he's like, I know you're still here. I'm like, of course I am.
Yeah, it's like Five Nights at Freddy's, but you're like an old like sage.
With the laser tag vest
you've
on.
like combined with the place. Yeah. Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, that's it. The anime. And it's, well, you could also make it, you could make me the protagonist where I know if I squat on it for 2 years, I become the owner.
Yeah.
Like, I will own a laser tag place.
Dude, I need to write like a whole fiction story that's just this plot.
I'm ready.
And then we can do another one from your point of view. Or like maybe the first one starts with you like becoming the laser tag like ghost or something.
Uh-huh.
And then like the next one would be like the kid trying to take it over.
And the kid learns like why I've done it, and he's like, you know what, I sympathize. Now I'm gonna become the laser tag place.
Yeah, he just shoots himself in the vest. Wow.
God. Yeah, and oh man, there's so many ways you can go with this.
It honestly goes so many different. It bounces and reflects off so many different mirrors.
Imagine you bring in sapphires to change the color.
Oh my god!
Of your laser.
Imagine since you're squatting. Yeah, that two things. One, you're squatting, so you have like all these like kill shot zones like mirrored up.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting in one area and you just pop in. Some kid's like, I took damage. And then like another one is like, some kid's like, you're not going to be able to take all of us. And there's like 5 of them standing there and you're like, watch me. And you throw this like sapphire in the air and then you go to shoot it with your laser and it, like the beam bounces and hits them all like 20 times. They're like, like dying.
Jesus.
That's so good. Holy shit.
I like cut a hole in the roof in like the back so that way I can like drone in Amazon shipments so I can like get more mirrors or whatever.
I love the idea that like once everybody's eyes adjust to the dark, you also have a way to like open the skylight and blind everyone. But you have like these glasses on that prevent it, so they're like.
Oh, I just wear an eye patch.
Yeah, you flip it to the other eye.
Yeah, this is my daylight eye, my nighttime eye. Oh my god.
You're like growing carrots somewhere to improve your vision. They're like, why is he like orange? Beta carotene, baby.
I get bored of like the layout, and so like I ship in my own stuff to like redo it all. And they're like, he actually did a really good job. The flow's a lot better.
The workers like just accepted at this point. They're like, we really can't get him out of here, but he just put in some like better angles, and it's like more asymmetrical, so it makes it more interesting to play on like the blue team versus the red team. He also likes to sometimes play the yellow team, and I kind of like that because it's like 2 teams versus him, but they still end up losing because you know he's really good.
God. But yeah, so anyway.
And there's like a YouTuber, and he's like trying out every laser tag place in all 50 states.
And I gotta win the game.
He goes to that one not knowing. Shows up. Fucking cameras are on him. He's like, I'm gonna go in, guys.
He's like the laser tag pro of YouTube, and like everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's Gregory 578!" And like
he mounts the cameras onto his laser tag gun. He goes in. It's like night vision. And then all he sees is like the whites of your eyes. He's like, "What the fuck is that?"
The staff, whenever the guy shows up, "Oh, are you doing your challenge tonight where you go undefeated?"
Oh,
trust me, man, you don't want to be here.
Yeah, he's got that.
The Sage is here. Yeah. That's the name on my vest because it comes with the code name. Sage 37.
You have like war medals from all the kids you've destroyed and how many birthday parties you've ruined. A stripe for every birthday party.
I'm just making it
Yeah,
myself.
they have like a ticket system, like where like every time you win a game, you get tickets, and you have so many tickets stashed up that you have like unlimited candy that you're like subsisting off of. And you're like, you don't want to know what happens when I take these pop rocks. Pop one.
It's like, oh man, looks like Jimmy has like 50 friends. I'm gonna need some sugar tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I gotta go all in, and he like takes like a razor, and he's like putting out his warheads.
I get some Fun Dip, and I'm like crushing it with a stick. Snorting Fun Dip. Pixie sticks. I like walk around a corner, shoot a few kids, go back around a corner, rip open some pixie sticks, down them, and like
Yeah, and then as you're coming around the corner, like your vision goes to like 120 frames a second. You can see like the lasers like fucking
just like dodging.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. That's fucking skit, dude.
I feel like we need to make this a reality. This is a TV show.
This
Writing
is
right
something.
now.
Yeah, this is something. There needs to be some like impetus for like it's got to be like winning the lottery. Like he goes to ask his friends. It's just us talking or whatever. And it's like dude, what would be the dumbest thing to do? So like, how long could you do it? And you're like, dude, what if you did laser dance? And you're just like there for like 5 months. They can't get you out of there. It just reminds me of all those YouTube videos of the people like walking around Walmart and then like it's closing time and they're like, all right, shoppers, it's 5 minutes till close and we really don't want to be here any longer than we have to, so everybody needs to like get out. And the person that's like doing the YouTube video is like, oh yes, we need to get out. And then they like go and like move some like shit into the front and then like crawl into underneath it. You know, you've seen those videos where they stay overnight.
Yeah.
And they hide in it and they're like, I hope nobody finds me.
Finds me.
It's like, yeah, somebody's been shifting everything in Walmart like 1 inch to the left every single day. You know, I didn't notice it, but we were taking selfies of one of the people every day because it was like employee of the month, and we didn't recognize it until like everything was shifted to the wall. And everything keeps being pushed up against the wall. And you know, Jim, he's been trying to push it back, but we thought he was fucking stupid. We thought he was like being dumb.
We fired him. We got rid of him.
We thought, who would like stay overnight in Walmart to like push everything 1 inch to the left? That seems like a lot of unnecessary work to do.
It's a lot of effort.
And just every night you're just pushing everything 1 inch to the left. Like, yeah, our cash registers are all. There's something weird. I don't understand what's going on.
The person like goes to grab like the ones that they grab every day, and they're like, wait, this just doesn't.
Yeah,
feel
they're like
right.
they go to grab and they're like one off. They go into the fives. They're like,
I never make this mistake.
Yeah.
I never.
I've been working at Walmart for the last 30 years and I've never had this problem.
And they keep making like the same motion. I do this every day.
Yeah, every day.
So
Look,
often.
This is like in my muscle memory. I should be able. The person's like, all right, can you ring me up? You're like, every single day. I should be. There's like 5 people in line every day. I should. I don't understand. I know this by heart. They come in the next day. They like, or they go home. They talk to the therapist. They're like, every day I don't have this problem. I go and I reach and the ones are there. But this time I gave a lady a 5 on accident and I had to apologize and take the money back from her. I hate doing that. I hate embarrassing myself like that. Therapist is like, yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough being you, being somebody that knows where the ones are, and now you have the 5s. How do you feel about the 5s?
I don't like the 5s.
Yeah, the 5s feel different, don't they?
They do.
They have a different
look
face
different.
on them.
I don't like them.
They're a different color.
I always grab the ones.
Yeah, then there's this YouTuber uploading videos on Walmart Wi-Fi. He's like, day 500. Every month I've been moving the stuff an inch. What they don't know
nobody's
is that
caught
I'll
on.
never stop.
He has 500 videos of him in Walmart, and they have like 3 views each.
Yeah,
no one's caught on.
He literally just keeps going to the back, getting like the pallet jack that they use to like receive stuff and shipping and receiving, and he's just like lifting up everything and fucking moving it over. That's all the video is. It's just time lapses of him moving everything an inch. He's like measuring it with tape measures. He puts the tape measure back where it was.
He's got like he's just got like the free music going on in the background. Yeah, it's just
It's like there's like one autistic worker that has like the schizophrenic pattern recognition, and they're like, every day I walk in and I step on a blue tile, then a green tile, then a blue tile, then a red tile. But I notice that now I can't step on the blue tile, the green tile, the red tile, the blue tile anymore because there's this thing in the way. And that's not usually there. And people are like, dude, you're crazy. Blue tiles have always been there.
Just gaslight him into believing.
Gaslight
him. And then I wake up and I'm in the middle of a battlefield. And I haven't escaped the darkness of the laser tag place in such a long time. They start hallucinating random other fantasies where I'm inside of Walmart for 500 days.
Yeah, kids are like, are literally tied up in the back.
I'm like,
yeah. Like somebody goes to buy milk at the grocery store, they look on the milk cart and there's like 15 portraits of children. They're like, what the fuck is going on?
And then I wake up again, and I move, and the mold comes uncrusted. I'm like, how long have I been here?
Yeah, Greg bumps you. He's like, dude, you've been here for a while. You got a big bank account from what I hear. You got enough money, you could just play laser tag the rest of your life. And you wake up again.
I'm like, back in the laser tag.
You're at work. This guy's like, you're like, hey, you need to like add in this program so we can return to home. And then you wake up again, and you're like, return to home. Like peeling off the ground, return to home. Somebody's like, man, you fucking the mushrooms, dude. I was growing psilocybin over there. Fuck.
It's just Inception. I just live in like,
all these characters. You wake up, you're in Disneyland again. Some kid's like, hey, what's up, my guys? This is me doing my podcast.
Let's go milk the almonds.
Yeah, I'm going to milk the almonds. Dad, watch me milk the almonds. His sister, Genevieve the Third. Fuck, Bobby, are you milking the almonds again? You wake up, you're like, almonds. I've been living off pixie sticks. Your eyes are fucking bloodshot.
No.
You wake up in the bank, you're like, I'd like to withdraw my gold. The bank teller's like, we stopped doing that like literally 100 years ago. He's like, give me the fucking gold. You like look at the gun, it's a laser tag gun.
I'm like in the laser tag place and I smell someone that shit themselves. I'm like, oh no! And then like I teleport out of the laser tag place.
You're in the laser tag. You're shooting kids down, and somebody's like, "Oh my god, he's taking out 500!" You hear the number 500. You're scratching off the scratch-off ticket.
I'm like, I want, and as soon as I go up, I wake up and I'm a raccoon, and you're carrying me.
I'm holding you in my arms. You look up at, you can't see me. Your eyes are.
I feel you. I feel your presence.
You're like, whatever noise they make, try to smell.
I'm like eating a banana. I'm like, this is where I've always wanted to be.
Then like you think about your animalistic tendencies for a minute, and you wake up, you're like a mountain goat. Some guy's climbing up the mountain.
Oh, God.
We wake up, we're both in the cabin again. You're like, dude, look at this cool thing I used to do with a lighter and a fucking can.
And you're like, no, wait, I know what happens.
Yeah. You wake up, off the ground, your hands burn. You're like, what the fuck happened to me?
Why can't we stop this?
Yeah. Some kid's like wiping drool from the side of your mouth. Like, you've been out for days. So, Timmy, for his 15th birthday, finally took you out. They like wheeled you out. You've been like
homeless.
You've had like rabies or something.
I finally lost after like months of being in
your
there.
wife visits you. You just got out of the coma. You're like slightly brain dead. She's like, yeah, you were like foaming at the mouth, but like it wasn't rabies. I told him you've just been like living on pixie sticks. Your cat's in the corner, like with the stick. It like moves out of the way, like every time you go to pet it, just to give you the stick.
Dodge.
Yeah, dodge.
Dude, if he could dodge roll like in
Yeah.
Dark Souls, he'd
Yeah.
be doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so anyway, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what you should do with your millions of dollars. If
Yeah.
anybody ever, I always imagine like we would have like an animated short, but I feel like that's a really long animation.
Dude,
Just-
this would be like the problem is you need the context of like all of those other bits.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
Like those animated shorts, like the gold, the sniffing and teleporting guy.
Imagine the payoff.
Oh my
If
god.
someone knew all of
Oh
those.
my fucking god.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You wake up, you're pounding your wife, you're fucking driving your feet into the welcome mat. You're like, I'm gonna last forever.
Wow.
We're on a boat fishing. I'm trying to think of
We're raking leaves.
Yeah. Oh my god. Every antiquated reference possible.
Jesus.
We have a lot of characters, man.
Dude, I want to fish so bad. You just reminded me of that.
Yeah, we need to fish.
Have you ever fished?
Yeah, I've fished before. I've gone fishing.
I want to go fishing.
Or past tense, I've foshed.
Is it
Yeah, it's foshed.
Fosh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Been ice foshing before. And
Oh, yes.
yeah.
You've been ice foshing?
Cause I'm a big black man in a white man's body.
It doesn't end.
Yeah, just every reference. Hear me, Lord. To me.
You know what's funny is we did that episode in the other room.
Yeah, we did.
We did like 2 or 3 in there.
Yeah, and that was with the Tascam,
Yeah.
not with the Blue Yeti, which we used for a while.
After that.
Yeah, that's how they're gonna like notice the arcs of time. It's gonna be the mic we use.
Oh yeah.
Because we use like the Tascam. Those are like the Bronze era.
That's the beginning.
Yeah, and then the Blue Yeti is like the Gold era, and then we fall off in the video with these with the DJIs.
Yeah.
And that's like the shit era.
The better quality mic we get, the worse we get.
Yeah. Because then we just become like sellouts. We're like, yeah, if you want to buy underwear, we're selling it. Is this the best It's cotton 100%. Your balls don't shrink. No plastic.
We got, hey guys, we just made new cryptocurrency. It's gonna go to the moon.
Yeah, this one's going to the moon. The last one didn't, which was called
Balloon coin?
yeah, now Raccoon coin.
Raccoon coin.
We called it
Hey.
Cooners. Cooners unite.
Hey man,
We're
I'm
saying-
cooning.
Yeah, I'm cooning with it. That's what we say.
It's a little goofy.
Reddit post me. Come on, dude. I'll guild you if you guild me. It's a guild masturbation.
I'm gonna
whatever.
become Midwest emo. This is
Yeah.
what that is.
We also we partnered up with Amazon to create like a really good fleshlight, and
Really
Alexa's
good.
got a super great voice for it. She's like
Built in China.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
No adjustable height though.
Yeah, no adjustable height.
You can't.
It short kings out. We're rejecting. You're peasants to us.
Yep. We adjusted it to our own cock size.
Yeah, and height.
Yep.
Which is very small, so it's like a,
Just a little. Yeah.
yeah.
We used I don't know. We like those pencil erasers.
Yeah,
That you can
yeah.
put the caps.
Yeah.
We use that as the standard.
Yeah, we paired up
size.
with Amazon drones so that if you want something a little bit more frisque, they'll while you're sunning your balls outside, they'll like drop a flashlight and just keep moving up and down until the battery dies and they crash.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. You probably wanna.
Yeah.
Not.
You're outside, you're
hey.
like you're doing your job, and your kid comes up, he's like, Dad, when are we gonna do something? You're like, I can't, I'm working. I'm working my job. I can't right now. I got something going on.
Is this Midwest emo?
Yeah, it's Midwest emo, dude.
Are we Midwest?
Yeah.
I thought we were Mideast.
No, we're Midwest.
This looks stupid.
I don't know, man.
On camera?
It looks great.
Yeah, you think so? You like this?
Yeah.
You think I look like early 2000s emo?
Yeah, kind of.
The Carhartt shirt though is like a working man's like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if this wasn't here and it was just a gray or black shirt.
It would be different.
Yeah.
But
Or
now you have a whole different aura.
Yeah.
You're like somebody that like works
But then on the weekend goes to like.
laser tag.
Yeah.
No, you're somebody that works and on the weekend you spend all your time playing League of Legends.
Yeah, dude. I look like I smoke filtered crack.
All the marijuana places opening up.
Yeah. Well, no. See, that's not good enough for me. I need filtered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We got.
You make it in the back part of your toilet.
Yeah, I ruined my only toilet to make
Yeah.
crack in.
You got your fire extinguisher in there and whatever other antifreeze to
Yeah,
make
I'm
crack.
just.
Your wife's like, you've been in the bathroom a while. You're like, God damn it.
I take big dumps.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to
I
use the
like to
bathroom.
read. This is the only time I get to read, honey. It's when I'm doing this. I'm reading this epic story. Come on. It's like yeah, you probably haven't heard of it. It's George R. R. Martin. Gonna be a few more days.
I read really slow.
Yeah. Can you bring the hemorrhoid cream? Slip it under the door. I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna need another fire extinguisher too. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, it's getting real hot in here. Whatever you do to cook, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, that's how you cook crack.
Whatever it is. Ah, hey, go face.
Oh God, dude, I need to adjust my pants.
Yeah,
Sorry. All right, here we go.
Tough time.
You know, I bought some pants that are smaller than my normal pants.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can fit those, and I could, so I was happy to do that. I don't know what this has to do with anything.
I mean,
I just adjusted
it's
them.
content.
Yeah.
These people love hearing about that. These
Do
people
they?
love that content.
Yeah.
They fucking love. This is their face right now.
I think I could do this. I think I could wear my hair like this.
I think you could.
Like if I showed up to work like this.
We're gonna go emo.
There you go. Look at you.
Dude, life's been like kind of fucking sus.
A little sus, man.
Like, I never learned anything in school, and it's not for like a lack of trying. It's because like they just didn't teach me anything. You can't teach perfect.
What? Is that what emo kids do now?
Yeah,
Is that what the emo is about?
I think so.
I thought it was more about like, yeah, man, nothing's worth anything, man. I just want to smoke cigarettes.
No, that's nihilism.
Oh,
Emo
okay.
is like narcissism.
Is it really?
That's what I think. You know, it's like, dude, check my bio. Or maybe, I don't know. I guess emo to me, I thought initially it was kind of like there's a real big preoccupation with like how whiny and
Yeah.
like they have no achievable anything. It's more just it's more just I want to be validated for the fact that I'm just emotional.
I thought
Here are
that
my
it was.
feelings.
Yeah,
Which
but
I guess I conflated with narcissism, but it's
Yeah,
not
I think-
necessarily true.
I think you combine that though with the fact that they're like, man, nothing's. There's no point.
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
no point in any of this.
Yeah, that's true. Dude,
Why did I get a
like the
job?
market, it fucking fucks.
I can
me, the man. Everyone's always fucking me. The man. Always getting me down. Every single time.
I'm
I
waking
just gotta
up.
bend over and fucking take it. What's a guy like me, a working class man, to do when I'm constantly getting fucked by the system?
The man
The man.
shows up at your door.
Every time. Resizing me from behind.
Resize.
My gut's churning. What's a guy like me to do? When the government is tallying up their roster and there's yet another tax that I'm paying for some fucking thing I don't care about, fucking me back and forth. I'm getting fucked constantly.
Might as well make my intestines a straight pipe
Yeah.
because the government is fucking me.
Might as well give me an 8-inch pipe size because, man, I'm taking it all from the government. Can't buy my guns, can't buy my drugs, no freedom of speech. What the fuck am I doing? I'm getting fucked. That's what I'm getting fucked by. Taxes, land tax, everything fucking me.
I go to my therapist. She fucks me.
Yeah. Therapist talking about, hey, you need to be more vulnerable with your feelings. It's really clear to me that you're using these crude and vulgar language to try to express the more deeper aspects of yourself that you're having trouble with, and you need to be able to express that in a more healthy, productive way. Man, I'm just getting fucked in here. Therapist wants me to talk more about my feelings. I'm telling you my feelings. I'm getting fucked. I feel like I'm getting fucked. I feel like I can't stop getting fucked. It's fucked.
It just does that in the middle of the session.
It's
like
every
this.
day I'm getting fucked.
Let me show you how they're fucking me. And he just like grabs a dildo. This is how they're fucking me. Just like,
imagine it's like this big. It's like. Can't even talk about my feelings online anymore because I keep getting fucked.
she's like, this is an open space for you to talk about your feelings. Please.
Yeah, he's in like a circle,
Yeah.
like AA meeting. It's like, yeah, this is for people with like alcohol addiction. He's like, man, I just keep getting fucked. It's like a sex addiction thing. It's like one of those things. They're like, so you have a problem like, you know, being really promiscuous? He's like, nah, man, my taxes are just super high. Can't deal with them anymore, man. I don't make enough money to pay for the food that I can't do it anymore.
I can't even buy Burger King.
Yeah, I can't even buy Yeah, remember when we used to buy Burger King? Now I'm getting fucked by the king. Can't even afford the king anymore. Now I gotta go to Burger Peasant. Burger Peasant sucks. It fucking sucks. It's like getting fucked.
My therapist is here with me. She's trying to make sure that I don't keep telling you how much everybody's fucking me.
Yeah. Because, man, when they do it, they don't do it with any lube. They just fucking spit.
She's like, hey.
Hey, there's kids here. You need to be...
Just keep on.
Yeah, just... Not that... We don't use the F word
Just
here.
keep on having sex with me.
I just keep getting F-slurred, dude. F-slur this, F-slur that. I keep getting... F-slurred, man. I can't.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I say every time I get F-slurred.
So yeah, anyway.
Yeah, anyways.
So yeah, dude. Sick. Have
Sick.
you I've been thinking about stuff, but I can't think of the things I've been thinking about.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I got some, yeah.
Like I just I've been going I was like depressed. I've done this before.
Yeah.
Where I've said these exact words, like I was depressed the other day. Like I knew why, because I didn't work out or anything.
Yeah.
And like the weather, dude, it snowed.
Yeah, it was really crazy.
It was
snow.
Yeah, there was snow on the ground.
Yep, I saw it. I touched it.
It's not even. It was October when that happened,
Yeah,
but
I mean, still.
So but anyway, that happened. Just got a little depressed. But like it's been more about like just random junk going. I don't know, dude. Like what do you even? It has to do partially with the job, not doing anything, feeling like I'm accomplishing nothing all the time. But whatever, it's all the same thing that I usually go over, and so like I just have to repeat these things in my head till eventually I stop getting depressed over these things because I know how to prevent them because I know what causes them.
Yeah, it's clear that at least when you talk to me, the impression I get, and obviously correct me if I'm wrong, but that you want some aspect of challenge in your life.
Yeah.
And if you're not getting that, then you don't feel satisfied.
Yeah.
And then when you go to like do your normal routine of like play games or relax, there's nothing to relax from because you haven't had the challenge that you wanted for the day.
Yeah.
So I think you need like a threshold of some,
Yeah.
challenge or something.
Yeah, and then like I feel exactly, pretty much, right?
I've been doing something similar. I've been taking like all my negative emotions that I have, and I've been kind of like interrogating them, like you are, like interrogating them, like why do I feel like this particular emotion? And then I've been trying to use like some alchemical concepts too to like transmute them to understand a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So this sounds really wordy, but the basic concept is like, okay, take something like guilt. Okay, you feel guilt for something in the past. And some people like repress guilt and they don't even think about it. They don't even make it conscious anymore. But the way I've been thinking about it is like, okay, let's say I have some memory in the past. Why do I continue to harbor that memory? Mm-hmm. Does it benefit me to continue believing this? How does it affect my current actions now? How is it affecting my actions then? And how will it affect me in the future? Mm-hmm. And then I try to like interrogate myself and ask like, is it really beneficial for me to carry all this guilt? And then I try to view guilt instead of as like an enemy of something that like keeps me down as like a positive force. So the idea is like, well, guilt is something that allows me to introspect about myself. And viewing it through that lens, I'm like, okay, this is more beneficial. Yeah. Same thing with something like, let's say you have like a really harsh critic in your head. I often have a lot of self-doubt for things I'm doing.
Yeah.
Instead of viewing that negatively, I'm trying to think of it more positively. Like, hey, there's a critic in my head that wants me to do my best. Mm-hmm. And they aren't really good at communicating themselves because they don't have the right language that's like more compassionate and less like, shame and guilt focused or whatever. Yeah. So let's try to take that mental energy and work with it and make it an ally. Like, okay, you don't like this particular work in my head. Why? Why do you doubt that this particular thing is not interesting? Is it because I didn't like put more effort into it? Is it 'cause I didn't do enough work for this particular thing? So I've just been kind of like, I've been going into the cave, grabbing all those fucking things by their feet and dragging them out, kicking and
And you're
screaming.
fucking on
Yeah, I'm like, you get out of there and tell me why the fuck you feel this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's nice.
yeah, it's been
That's
pretty good.
man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I feel like there's a lot of. I actually, this is another topic that I wanted to talk about as well. But the lasers were distracting me.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
But recently, I've been recommended on YouTube like different videos because I went back to like plugging in my internet more, and I've been watching stuff on YouTube, and I think I'm gonna go back to unplugging my internet because there's a lot of drivel.
Yeah.
And I realize that the more external things I'm focusing on, the more difficult it is to internally like focus on myself. I feel like there's much more value internally than there is externally currently.
Sure.
And that might just be the quality of the content I watch or the things I'm clicking on, or it might just be that everything algorithmically wants to like draw you to like the most basal, monotone, like primitive person possible with no color or variation or nuance at all, and everybody arguing about stupid shit constantly because it just cycles that anger circle jerk echo chamber. But anyways, besides all of that, I've noticed whenever I watch videos now, in the past, for those of you that have listened to the last 39 episodes of this podcast, I've been very critical of like fapping and like masturbation. We made a lot of jokes about it here and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But I would like to bring all those opinions and throw them out the window because now I no fapping is cool to the public, and so I have to go back to fapping because it's too popular now.
So it's too okay.
No, but seriously, the one aspect I've learned over the course of time is that, and we've talked about it before, the cycle of guilting and shaming yourself over doing something isn't productive.
Yeah.
And that's just going to make you spiral out and do whatever your bad habits are. If you consider them bad habits to begin with, I'm not necessarily saying that masturbation is positive or negative.
Yeah.
But what I have recognized is that there is a growing sentiment of people that routinely want to call all of these things animalistic desires, not a part of humanity at all, and cast them away and repress them. And I don't think that's healthy. I think you need to look at your desires and figure out why you're having them, and then consider them like actually take them seriously.
Yeah.
Because like, hey, maybe you have a desire to dress up in a fursuit and like go to like and do some weird fetish stuff with it. If that's the case, you should consider why. Because it may be that you feel trapped in your own body and you want to express a different aspect of yourself. And in order to have that rebirth process, you need to literally don a fursona to become somebody else, to allow yourself the freedom of anonymity to become someone else without all the baggage of being who you are currently.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have like a weird desire for like, you like objectifying women or something. Maybe you got hurt by women in the past, and so it's easier for you to look at pornography, which often is very harsh and objectifies women, because it's, there's that line of like, well, you've been hurt by women, or you had a really manipulative mother. I don't know, whatever it is. Like, there's a whole thread of things you can follow to try to figure out, like, why do I desire this particular thing? Why do I want to put myself in a submissive or dominant role? Is it because I feel like I don't have aspects of control in my life for the dominance thing? Or is there aspects where I need to potentially surrender to the like aspects, and maybe that's why I desire submission in different regards. Maybe there are forces I'm not surrendering to in my life that would help me be able to grow beyond where I am at if I were to just accept and surrender to them. Things that, there are things outside of my control I cannot control, and I should stop trying to take all my mental energy to deal with them, essentially. Like, I shouldn't be beating myself up for that particular thing. So, just things like that. I was thinking about that topic, and I really didn't like the growing sentiment of, like, there's a rational part of you, and then there's an irrational part of you. And the irrational part, we're going to throw out the fucking window.
No.
I'm like, dude, there's so much there.
Dude, you just... Okay, well, yes. I liked all your statements. I always feel like whenever I go like, oh my god, something just clicked in my head and I gotta like immediately change, maybe not even change the subject, but just like branch off of it.
Speak your truth.
Yeah, so...
Slay queen.
Okay. I had this moment where I was having like a really bad morning. A lot of stuff was going on, and like I just was kind of like in a panic somewhat. and I was I was gonna interview someone for work, and so like that added onto the anxiety because I've never interviewed someone that wasn't someone I already knew, and so I was like, okay, how do I prepare these interview questions? And then like I had some other stuff that was going on for work, and like I just had a lot going on. I had this moment. Really weird to me because I've always said I've had like the two brain thing where like I think my brain is just more split or whatever. So like I had this moment where I opened up a notepad and I just started typing and I wasn't really thinking about it, but I was literally like typing in like crazy people things. Like I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. We can figure out this thing. And I'm like, we, who's we? And I'm like, I'm constantly thinking about it, but I'm not thinking about what I'm typing. And I'm just like going, I'm like, okay, so this is like some kind of separation brain thing. I'm like, let's just calm down here for a second here. I don't know. It is a
Dude,
really
that's
weird
actually
moment.
really funny because this book right here, Writing on Both Sides of the Brain,
Wow.
actually advocates that exercise in the morning when you wake up. They recommend you wake up an hour earlier than you usually do and then write whatever comes to mind. And because that's when the logical aspect of your brain is like you're too tired to edit anything.
Sure.
So you just type it, which probably you unconsciously were just doing. You're like, fuck it, I'm too tired.
I deleted it because it looked like ramblings of a crazy man.
Yeah.
Like I was literally like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna figure out like how we're gonna. We got to figure out the questions and stuff. And I was just like setting things in my head.
Dude,
basically,
mine look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the dreams I have look vaguely like that too in the morning when I pull them up. They look crazy, like random, weird line. Like everything that comes to mind. If I'm thinking like, man, this sounds stupid, I'll write that in there. I'm like, this sounds stupid, and then I have to go back and.
I'll even. I think there was a comment you just said sounds stupid. Like I think I wrote that down.
Yeah.
Like this sounds stupid, but like.
Yeah, but I needed to get this out. I need to talk about this.
Well, it's just like getting everything down on a note. It was somewhat calming, right? Just because it was like, okay, all right, I wrote down everything. It's not even that big. It's not even a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
realistically, if I just
overwhelming myself. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like a wacky little moment I had there.
Hey, no, that happens. I completely get you.
But yeah, so
So write to yourself. Write for yourself.
That's right.
Find some internal validation on this vast expanse we call life.
Yeah.
Because those things out there, over there, or over here.
What about over here?
They're not going to satisfy you. Not like you can.
You can satisfy yourself by looking at www.pornhub.com.
By sending us an email to rovingslant@gmail.com.
Oh, that's better.
That's the external validation you need. Or for the low price of our Patreon subscription, $100, we'll show you massage therapy techniques that you can get your head down to here.
Epic. Look at him. Look at. He hasn't been wearing pants
The entire time.
He's been wearing pants, but they're just crotchless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I put my. There's a. Never mind. We're selling the underwear I'm wearing too. If you want it, it's on our OnlyFans. It's
We are whoring ourselves out.
Yeah, we're doing anything we can to get this content going. Please like my feet, subscribe, everything on the OnlyFans.
This is gonna get triggered in like the YouTube algorithm, and like people are gonna type in feet, and it's gonna come up.
Yeah, the thumbnail is just gonna be. Wait, I can't get them in frame. They're so big. God, my feet are so fucking big. Give us a like if you want us to do a foot ASMR.
I'm walking.
Yeah, I'm walking. Sam's massaging my toes. This little pinky went to the massage parlor. I was waiting for you to continue.
I don't know the other names of the toes. The
second from the pinky toe. He went to the bar, and he fucking loved it.
And then he got fucked by the man because he couldn't withdraw his gold.
And this little piggy saw an interracial couple sitting.
Jesus Christ.
All right, I think that's it. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I think I'm good, dude. I think I'm good.
Let's call it.
Did you want to? You opened up that notepad, and I feel bad because I interrupted it.
No, we got everything on there.
We did?
Yeah, I got the massage therapy thing. Transmutation of Guilt,
Uh-huh.
Ideologues of NoFap, the Raccoon, and I just put Have Fun, which I think we did.
That's good. Yeah, it was a good time.
We covered everything on
Wow.
my list for today. The only thing that would make my day better is if you took some time out of your day and sent us an email at rovingslant@gmail.com. If you're a sponsor and you want to sponsor whatever the fuck this is, you can also visit us at rovingslant@gmail.com. Send us anything you want us to know. We're going to find you. We'll figure it out. We got this going. I completely understand what we're doing. Where's the fucking